tutorial. Remember the daily now? So if you want to see more, click subscribe. Do not forget. This one is how to draw a dot work or black work version of a peony flower or peony flower. I don't know which one you pronounce it, but yeah, enjoy.
To draw a peony or peony flower, and this one's kind of in like a dot work, black work kind of style. Now it's a very nice sort of way of doing it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So this is going to be done on your iPad Pro in Procreate, but you can do it on paper with pens, markers, whatever you want to do. Just copy what I do on here, on there. Now, real simple. I'll start with a circle. Put another circle, but have it a slight bit off, so it's a bit wider here than it is here. And then you roughly got like, sort of like a third circle. Again, a little bit longer here than it is there. I'm just going to turn that a little bit sideways because I kind of want it a bit of an angle. So it's going to be a bit this way. So I'm going to start off with the centre. I'm going to sketch in this nice curve going around the circle. I'm going to go big circular sort of shapes. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Nice, bold and strong. I'm going to curve around here. I'm going to go 1. Curve around this way. Come back 1. And I'm going to put ones in here. I'm going to do one curve here. One curve here. And I'm going to do one curve here. So I want this cool little sort of shape on the inside. See, it's almost like as if a triangle would fit in the centre of it. Like so. And now the secondary layer is going to have the second set of petals. So nice, quite and short. They kind of want to fit in this kind of short shape. So I'm going to cut the first one like this. Curve this out. Go 1, 2, curve back. Bit similar here. So we're going to go a little overturn. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do one over here. 1, 2, 3. No overturn on that one. And then we're going to bed up our next layer. It's going to be slightly bigger ones. So we're going to curve outwards. This one's going to curve here. 1, 2, 3. And generally, as they get outwards, they could generally get like bigger curves on the outside. 1, 2, 3 together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I might have another secondary curve just on this one to make this one a bit different. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to bring in these kind of curves and curve back like this. So a little leafy one there. Leafy one there. Little leafy one just there. And maybe one more just up there. So that's the basic shape and principle of it. So what we're going to do now is go into line work. Make sure you've got line work set to reference. It's going to help on later on. Go black. And I'm going to use calligraphy and I'm going to use monoline. You know, it's pretty much the same way I have my usual studio pen set up, but it's pretty much already set up the way I do that, so there's no need to modify it. I want this nice and bold, so nice and big. I'm going to go over everything we just done. Now for the effect that I'm going for, I want like a really nice bold outline. And then we do like a little thinner line detail, and then we do like thin lines, and we do the dot work. And it's the combination of all of that that's going to make this look really cool. Make sure you like a really nice curve to him as well. Like the inside part here, make sure you like a nice kind of curve. Now, don't go too straight, you know. Curve is there with these. And now I'm not going to do those leafy lines just yet, because I'm going to do a little trick on here. Obviously you won't be able to do this trick on paper, but I'm going to tell you how to avoid doing it on paper. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to duplicate this, so I have two versions of it. Now I'm going to draw on one of them. I'm going to make this line much thinner. So about, yeah, it's about this thickness. Now when I draw on here, for those doing it on Procreate, do this line. For those of you not doing it on Procreate, draw that same line but in dots, okay? So if you used to do it, I want it to look like this. Okay? So that's how I want the non-digital users to use it. But like me, if you're doing it on Procreate, just do it this way. Just makes it easier. Now on paper it doesn't make any difference. And what we're going to do is just draw around these inside parts like so. Just mimicking the lines on the inside edges. So there, and when we get these overturns, same thing here. Same thing here. Anytime there's like a little overturn, draw these lines. And you can get as far away or as close to the line if you want. You know, I'm leaving a fairly big chunk there because of what I want. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these leaf shapes we've done. Making sure the lines all connect. So when I sort of touch the other, make sure they touch the other line. Like you don't want a gap here. You see like this, you do not want that kind of gap. Well, you do there, but not, you wouldn't want it there. You get what I mean. Nice solid shapes all connecting with each other. So once we've done that, we can turn off the sketching tool so you can see we have this. And now we're going to start with this first. I'm going to put this dot work in, and then I'm going to put the fine line details. Now the reason I've done this is because I want to select this and set this to reference, right? And this is where the magic's going to happen. So go onto your shading, click here, click inside those spaces, like so. See, just like that. Make sure that all those ones are selected. And now go on monoline, click on it, and just to make the things easier, just turn this up. Actually, I'll tell you what, it's easier. Go down to inking, down to the bottom, there's one called stipple. Click on it. Now normally it's, normally it's like this. This is what it normally looks like when you click on it. Right, what you want to do is one says jitter. Turn the jitter up and it'll randomize the dots. So do that. And now when you draw with it, you see it's going to do all the dot work for us. It's just going to speed it up a lot, you know, rather than doing like, you know, millions of dots. You know, if you're doing it on paper, you know, it builds up quicker than anything. Just do like loads of dots with your pen. Just keep dab, 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 dabbing. Now we're going to put a basic amount of dots to begin with, and then I'm going to come in and do a few more in certain areas. So I want a bit of like almost shadow. And then to get the shadow, I'm basically going to put more dots on certain areas. So just keep going over until you like a nice sort of general build up. You know, and any bits uneven, just try to keep sort of like looking at it, and keep, every time you see like a bit that's uneven or a space, just go over that space. And as you do it, it will generally build up fairly even. So this is roughly what we want. So you have this basic dot work in here now. Now what I'm going to do is select areas individually now. And just where it kind of sits underneath the lines, I'm going to come in a bit more heavy and just keep going upwards. So I'm basically doing this. I'm basically going like this, upwards. And then next one I'm going a little bit shorter, and then a little bit shorter, and a little bit shorter. And that will basically build up your shadow. So it's a dot word shadow, you know, it's a shadow of dots. So basically sort of doing it just on one sort of side. when I do it here, I'm going to kind of come around the bottom edge, curving around, kind of giving the illusion that this is sort of like rounded. See, like so. Then I'm going to select the overturns we've done. Same thing there, it's just on the bottom part. I'm just going to keep going around upwards. Just put like a hint of shadow just in the corner. Nothing crazy. Like so. Now I'm going to select the leafy bits on the outside. And again, it's going to come in from this corner and just keep building it up outwards until we feel like I have like a nice little shadow going on. Yeah, like that. Same there. Same here. And then I'm going to do the magic I told you about. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn on the line work we've done without the little line. And now I'm going to turn off the one we've done with the little line. And boom. You get like this nice dot work effect as if you've done it with all the dots. So like I said, you know, when you sort of done it before, what I wanted to see you guys doing was this. Sorry. I'll put this back to where it was normally now. So I wanted you know, your lines on paper was here along the edges, you see? And you basically shaded down from those lines, those magic dot lines. And you kind of get these like, you know, sort of dot illusion ghost kind of leaves on the outside. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to, where was I? Calligraphy, monoline, and these fairly small. Now these bits you can do with the stipple line, you know, you've got two choices. I'm going to do these ones like this, nice and bold, to a flat tip. But you can do, if you want, you can go inking, use the technical pen, something like that. And you can have like a nice little flick off the edge. Or likewise, you could use the stipple. Use the stipple where you select it. And get like a nice dot work line. Now, all of them work quite nicely. I just generally prefer this one. So what we're going to do, I'll start off on the inside part here. And just following the general shape of each petal, I'm just going to curve and do some lines coming through the centre of them. So decide the angle and just keep curving along those, not getting too close to the edge. Just like that. And just keep building out for all of them. So this one, I kind of decided on this one's kind of curve is like this. So I'm going to keep building this up, but not getting too close to the edge. Like so. See? Let's keep doing this for all of them. Dead last laugh, don't like that one. Then this inside bit, I'm just going to do circle, circle. I'm just going to keep doing circles until there's no spaces left. Like so. there you have it. That is how to do a nice, cool dot work, black work, whichever way you want to call it, peony flower or peony flower. If you know which one it is, just comment in the words below. Well, no, because you're going to put the exact same spelling. Alright, is it pronounced peony flower or peony flower? Peony, put number 1, peony, put number 2. Thank you. Alright, I'm the Broken Puppet, people. Check out my videos, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.